Welcome to Unit 8 of Understanding Womanhood. I am Lady Jane Ndukwe, founder Genuine Womanhood Initiative, a social reform group that uses etiquette, character modification, and femininity as pathways to establishing true humanity. I am a woman who loves being a woman. In Unit 7, I spoke about the intuition being a useful tool bestowed on womanhood. Today, I want to talk about my experience with my intuition recently. Now, I was away from my location for about 3 months doing a job that should have aligned with my qualification in hotel management and tourism. The first day I arrived at my location, it looked desolate. The first question I asked myself was, why is this place looking so forgotten and backwards? When I got to the hotel I was to run, again I asked myself, why is this place looking so dead? Does anything really happen here? Can these people really pay what they have offered me? Then I stepped out of my car. And as I did that, I felt there was no life, no warmth, and no light in that hotel. I looked around me and again I asked, is there any security in this place? When I approached the reception, I asked the woman I saw there, does anything really happen in this place? Is this really a hotel? Do people stay here? Is this place functioning? Why does it feel so dead? She looked at me and said, Madam, why are you asking so many questions? What exactly do you think was happening to me at that moment? Was my intuition passing on a message to me? First about the location and then about the hotel. Why did I still choose to take up the job after the uneasy feelings I got? This is a question I kept asking myself after I took the job and many things began to unfold. In my last video, I spoke about the intuition being a special gift bestowed on womanhood that should guide her and all others connected to her. It is that inner voice that warns of danger or gives you an idea. Now, reflecting on my story, I was warned several times, don't you think? Why then did I proceed? The answer is simple. I allowed my intellect to present several reasons why I should take the job. The first was that the offer was good. Secondly, it would give me an opportunity to return fully to my profession. And thirdly, I like adventure. And I was already building a picture of a blissful country life that I was going to have and the number of lives I was going to touch. Now, let's get to the reality. Now, unfortunately, the offer I was given never materialized. Secondly, I eventually saw that their definition of a hotel was far from what I was taught in England. I finally saw why the place did not have light, warmth, and real life. I then began to pray for the Almighty Father's mercy and help. People began to visit the hotel and sales improved. Some even said to me, "Manager, you have injected life back into this hotel. We can see the changes that you are making." Now, this was heartwarming and an encouragement to proceed. However, some others felt that my presence blocked them from living the life they were used to. They did not want positive changes. They wanted things to remain as they had always been. Now, what were the lessons? Now, one vital lesson I learned from my experience was that not everyone wants positive change. 2, not everyone is open to a life of goodness. Some have become so dead inside that nothing good moves them. Number 3, not everyone thinks about God and the life after here. Number 4, not everyone is able to see true beauty, appreciate and value it. And number 5, what may come so naturally as being decent is of no consequence to another. So, when we talk about values and character, these words, unfortunately, do not mean anything to some people, and they really do not want to know. Was I shocked at these revelations? Of course, yes. They made me see things differently. Prior to going to this location for 3 months, I felt that people could still perceive what was good and decent and appreciate these. But I was mistaken. I also realized that kind words or prayers cannot change a person who does not see the need for change. What one sees as a better life is not the same for another person. Now, not all eyes are open. Therefore, forcing change upon a person who cannot see this change becomes meaningless. Now, the day I left my location, I finally listened to my intuition and allowed it to guide me. And I did not allow my intellect to come up with excuses like it did when I arrived at my location. Another thing that helped me to hear the voice of my spirit was the fact that I was not rowdy or choked up with activities. In my quiet room, I had the leading not to go out as I had originally planned. As I obeyed and went downstairs to the reception, what I saw changed everything for me. That was the defining moment and my opportunity to leave the hotel and location for good. I did not have all the answers on how to effect this move. But one thing I recognized was the fact that I became very sensitive to my surroundings and to the promptings that I received on my inside. I followed the guidance and did not let contrary voices stop me from moving. The story I later heard of what happened and what would have happened to me if I had stayed gave me cold shivers. Today and every day of my life, I shall remain grateful to the Most High for the guidance I received and the ability to follow through. The intuition is indeed a great gift, never to be ignored. So, thank you for taking time to listen to this video. If you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and goodbye.